My goal is simple. I want you to know exactly what matters before you spend your money. Because after spending days figuring mine out, I realized the bird feeder isn't what determines whether you love it. These three things do. One of them almost cost me another $50 a year. One of them had me completely confused. And one of them is the reason that I think so many people leave bad reviews. Immediately, I can see this is a hummingbird thing. Oh, that's so exciting. I was actually impressed right out of the box because everything felt well made and sturdy. The lid to place the food opens and closes smoothly, and nothing felt cheap or flimsy. One feature I really like is the power system. It has two built-in solar panels and an additional solar power for backup. And you can also bring it inside and recharge it with a USB cable if you've had several cloudy or rainy days. This is metal, and I bet this is somehow to hook this up. I also like the mounting bracket because reviews for other ones mentioned that it was plastic, and this is metal, so that's a bonus. And it looks like it'll attach easily to the metal bird feeder stand that I already have in my backyard. So as far as the hardware goes, I think they did a really nice job.
How's that?
Yeah, now it looks better. The other thing that's going to be interesting is how far from the house can you go? I laid it on the ground in several areas of the house to see how good the connection to the Wi-Fi was and also how far I can go. So that was one location, and then by the shed is where I ended up putting it, and it's actually not that close to the house and it works just fine. So we freaked out. I used the microphone on this and my cat got super scared and went back in there. This microphone is supposed to help you scare away squirrels or nosy cats like mine. And this also has an alarm. I haven't used it or not sure why I would want to use it, but it's there. This is where maybe things start getting fancy. Oh, I feel a little bummed out because my mom told me that there was a subscription and maybe she did get turned off by that, but maybe she didn't get that far. But this is where I want you to keep an open mind because after spending days figuring it out, I realized something that completely changed my opinion. Remember when I said that one of these three things almost cost me another $50 a year? This is it. I really want to find out from Harymor themselves because this looks like a solid product. It's just that it's too confusing to try to figure out whether I need a subscription, I don't need a subscription, and about the app. They replied pretty promptly, so that was great. They said the camera supports using an SD card to record and store motion detected video. However, a subscription service is required if you want to use the bird recognition feature. You just use the QR code to get the app. You sign in, you just put your password. It gives you your ID. That's your camera ID. Now that I have the reply from the company, I understand how this works. When you get the camera, you can watch live videos in real time, and you don't need a subscription, you don't need anything, it's free. In fact, if your goal is simply to enjoy watching birds, you already have everything that you need right out of the box. This is level 1, and honestly, it's enough for a lot of people. So when motion is detected, I get a notification on my phone, and then I can go to the live camera and check and see what's going on in real time. Super cool, right? Side note, did you know that some cardinals can lose all of their head feathers all at once? I had to look this up. It's called molting because I thought that something was wrong with this bird or it was born with a defect, but actually it's a natural process and this guy's okay. And this is something that I love about bird watching. I get to learn new stuff. So for that reason, this is awesome. Here's level 2. The email talked about an SD card. So you can record and store all of your videos in a mini SD card, which you can get for about $20 or so. You don't have to have one, but on the camera, there's a little slot where you can put the SD card, and that way you have them all in one location. I don't have one, and I don't really want one. By the way, I am not affiliated with either the company or the app. I'm just a consumer trying to figure out how to use this. Now we're getting to level 3, which is premium experience. You don't have to have a subscription, but this is what you get with that. You can choose to save your videos on their cloud for either 30 or 60 days. You also can choose how long you want the videos to be. And you get to try this for 30 days for free. One of the reasons a subscription might be cool is because you could share it with friends and family. Personally, if I just want to save a fun moment, I can simply use my phone's screen recorder like I'm doing right now. Also with a subscription, you get the AI recognition. My family was telling me that if you want the AI features without the subscription, there is a way that you can do it for free. And they introduced me to this app called Merlin Bird ID. The cool part about this is that you can identify the birds by either a picture or by their sound. One thing that I did find frustrating is that there isn't just one app being used by these bird feeders. As I started researching, I found different brands and even similar looking bird feeders using different apps. That makes it difficult to compare features because not every app works exactly the same. But now we know, no matter what bird feeder you buy out there, you're not just comparing the shell, so the outer part, whether the thing is metal or plastic and whether it breaks a lot or not. You really also want to pay attention to the camera, and you got to pay attention to what app you got yourself into. If you happen to have either this bird feeder, another bird feeder that you love, one that you've had problems with that you definitely don't recommend, whatever it is you want to share in the comments below that you know would help someone else, feel free to do that, because this is what this video is for. If you love the peace of your garden, you'll love our season of completion. It's all about checking off all those lingering tasks so that we can finally enjoy a life that's a little bit easier. Come join the journey and watch this video next. It even comes with a little, what is this called? A star, what is this called? Tiny, it's a little, screwdriver, but it's a Phillips. Comes with a little Phillips screwdriver. And I love this. It's almost like I can go in my purse for some sort of emergency. I don't know. It's just cute.